a reasonable thing. But I mean, take, you know, for instance, when I started with ear trouble when I was 20 and I felt dizzy all the time, I'd absolutely terrified of dizziness. Absolutely, to me, it was the worst thing that anybody could have. I used to shake all over when I felt dizzy. And I'm still terrified of dizziness. And if God or the universe or whatever said to me, while you remain terrified of dizziness, I'm going to give you more of it until you've overcome it, I would say,
no, what it would say is,
let me run away. I don't want to do anything, you know, that would...
What it would say is you can never have peace while you're terrified.
Well, that's just one of the things I'm terrified
of.
But
stick with that, you see, because how can you ever... When you experience life and you're terrified of things in life, then you're going to be terrified. Right? It's just a fact.
Yes.
There's no changing of that. So you might as well, you know, if you think that's true, then you just have to get used to being terrified in life, and peace is just a distant pipe dream of other people, not you. So in truth, you have to see that. If you see that whilst you're terrified, you can never have peace, which is an absolute truism, not up for debate, then the only way forward is for you to somehow find a way of being less terrified, right? And so what we're saying here is that if you went to a psychologist and you were terrified of spiders, a psychologist would say, look, can you think about a spider without being terrified? What? No? Right. Well, then you see, you've got a long way to go, because you have to think of something on a rung between 1 and 100 or so, say, of something that you could do that would actually get to know the spider world a little bit more, to get to know it a bit more as a scientist might, to see its world and not be terrified about it, right? And look at your reactions as you do it, and also learn a relaxation technique, so that when you do, instead of activating your sympathetic nervous system in your body, what you would actually activate is your parasympathetic nervous system within your body, which is your relaxation system. So if you activated your relaxation system through practice, which you could be taught, very easy to teach for people how to relax if they are susceptible to relaxation, in the presence of the feared stimulus, will make them form a different association within their body with the feared stimulus, and that's what you call extinction of a fear through graded exposure. So then you'd have it in a corner, say, in a jar, right? With a nice firm cap on, little tiny spider, right? And that might be 10 on your scale up to 100. And you'd sit there and you'd do relaxation. And first of all you'd be, and then you'd be, oh, I'm alright, it's in a jar, what's the problem? And then you might bring it a foot closer and you might go, ooh, and then maybe your relaxation, you relax, so that you reform an association with it, right? So that's what we're saying. To overcome terror of something that's not terrifying, that's a psychological response, to some extent instinctively within humans, at a very, very base level, but some people it comes out in, fear of snakes is another type of thing that people instinctually have sometimes, but necessarily the things that you're fearful of that are not frightening need to be brought to you. But I don't know about you, but I wouldn't fancy crucifixion very much either, right? So if I follow your line of thinking, and I'm just saying that, I'm going to think, I better not start getting frightened of it, because if I do, then oh my God, that's going to be horrible. No, I'm worried. No, it's about things that are harmless to you, that you're terrified of, where the problem is. So yes, harmless things will come up and you will find yourself terrified, but when you step back enough within your mind and you learn to build mind muscles and you become mindful, right? It's the in thing these days, mindfulness. All the Buddhists are in it. They're all there competing in the mindfulness Olympics, trying to be the best at mindfulness. Are you being mindful? Stepping back and being mindful and seeing, in conversation sometimes you might feel threatened because somebody expected you to know something when you didn't. Some people, we talked about pride in knowing, that can be a source of, oh my God, they think I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And then you say, well, you are a bit of an idiot, actually. Another voice says, you can be a bloody idiot. Ask Paulie, And you think, oh, yeah, I am, actually. So, yeah, all right, thanks for reminding me. See? Totally different reaction. Where's the fear anymore? But some people, that will push a button. And if they're an attitude awareness student, they'll say, oh, good. Look at that. Oh, I'm going all funny inside now. Oh, I feel like going over and... No, I don't, actually. I'm going to go and kiss him instead.
What about the little boy? There was a very little boy, about 4 or 5, and whenever his mother made potato cakes, he went, potato cakes, So she said, now look, where's the flour? Yeah, not frying the flour, no. No, the egg, not frying, no. Bits of onion, not frying, no, mother. Put the oil in, not frying, no, mother. Roll it into things, little round patties, not frying, no. Put them in the oven, potato cakes!
I was just thinking about, I had this dreadful fear of flying, but I had hypnosis, which was quite a quick way around of getting rid of the fear.
Yeah, well, that's it. You see, that's what I'm saying. You see, ultimately the aim, the path is to shift the mind. It's not to bring into manifestation all the things the mind fears. It's really for the mind to learn that it doesn't need to fear those things, right? And so those things it doesn't need to fear can come into its experience to just say, look, what you're running away from a shadow. It's like really a better way of seeing it is as if somebody was a child and they see a potato cake, a mouse, say, they might be frightened a bit, right? Others might see a mouse and see it very cute and lovely. You see the difference of reaction?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, cutie. There's like a bit of cheese on their finger.
Well, that's the old, there's nothing good nor bad, but thinking makes it so.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know it all depends on your attitude. If you love dizziness and whirling round, you might even like dizziness, but...
But fundamentally what it's saying here is, it is saying it is your attitude that can change. Your thoughts, feelings and reactions to something can change. If you get used to it and you see it from a different viewpoint. And if it becomes, certain cultures in the world, people have demonised. In fact, they could never have anything to do with culture, but they spend time studying them, getting used to it. They have their ways, their intelligences, and some people start to love their cultures. You see what I'm saying? It's about curiosity and exploration. Just to give you an example of two things with me. I don't like when I'm on my summer walks, little flies around me. And one of my best parts was loads of flies, loads of midges, and they're all up, they're all everywhere. And I was doing my listening thing, and I was thinking, oh no, they're all there, and I've got like irritation, and some of them are a bit insistent. And they really risk getting swatted, when they're persistent, taking their chances with me.
They were all sitting on the fence, weren't they?
At that time, yeah, they were all looking.
Set the dog on them.
Set the dog on them.
That's a good one, yeah. Set the dogs on them.
But you see, I have a theory that what you give out, you can get back.
Oh, right.
Right? So be very careful, because if you kill 6 midges, like I did one in the toilet a long time ago, I got 6 midge bites on the foot during the night.
Oh. Tell his friends.
She don't believe me. Anyway, so that made me think, I'm going to be careful about you midges, but you will get it if you persist. It's possibly stinging me, because some of your lot do. Some of their crew do sting me occasionally, and then you're a bit once bitten, twice shy, aren't you?
Yeah, more than once bitten.
So I thought, but like these little things, my mind said, well, these are little tiny flary flies, so if you actually just imagine them as angelic, like fairy things, and they're not going to do you any harm, so they're fluffy nothings, they're just, actually the whole bunch of them just want to come and investigate you. Right? How about that? Would you try that one? You're a AAT curiosity student, try that then. I'm thinking, no thanks, but I thought, go on then. So I go amongst them, and they're like flying around me, and they're sort of investigating, and I'm thinking, some of you are getting a bit too close now. I was relaxing hypnotically, and I was fine, but some were getting a bit close, and then they were getting on the my coat, which I put up, and then I sort of thought, oh, that's all right. And actually, I thought, oh, you're all right. You haven't done anything to me. I'm fine. And I was just relaxing. And then when I relaxed, they all backed off. and they disappeared completely.